Rick Harrison's final goodbye forever signifies a dramatic shift not just in the world of Pawn Stars but in the larger reality TV landscape. As the co-founder of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, Harrison became a household name, cementing his place in popular culture. However, this latest turn in his life and career could very well mark the definitive end of his public persona. As fans know it, his journey began as a co-owner of a small pawn shop in Las Vegas, a business that would eventually transform into a reality television empire when Pawn Stars debuted in 2009. On the History Channel, it quickly captivated audiences with its blend of family dynamics, quirky cast members, and fascinating historical artifacts brought in by customers. With his non-nonsense attitude and vast knowledge of gold, silver, and antiques, Rick became the face of the show, earning both fame and fortune in the process. Despite the show's overwhelming success, Harrison's life has been marred by controversy. Legal battles, family disputes, and personal struggles have followed him throughout his career. One of the most publicized disputes was with his own mother, Joanne Harrison, regarding the ownership and finances of the pawn shop. Reports indicate that Joan sued Rick, claiming she was manipulated into signing over her 51% stake in the business. This legal battle was just one of many challenges that cast a shadow over Harrison's personal and professional life. His entanglements with lawsuits, alleged financial troubles, and even scrutiny over the authenticity of items appraised on the show all contributed to a growing sense of unease among fans. As these controversies mounted, questions arose about the integrity of Pawn Stars and whether it had drifted from its original, more authentic roots. Many have speculated that the phrase "final goodbye forever" refers to the culmination of Rick Harrison's legal struggles, or possibly the financial decline of his once thriving pawn empire. The impact of ongoing lawsuits, family conflicts, and the financial hit from the pandemic has likely taken a toll. Whether these challenges have pushed Harrison to step away from the public eye voluntarily, or whether he has no choice but to retreat, remains uncertain. However, what does seem clear is that the Pawn Stars franchise may be drawing to a close if Harrison can no longer continue under the weight of these personal, financial, and professional burdens. The show may not be able to survive without its central figure. The potential end of Pawn Stars signifies a turning point for reality television as a whole. Shows that rise from humble beginnings and evolve into cultural phenomena often face difficulty maintaining longevity, particularly as their stars grow older or encounter public scrutiny. While Pawn Stars has left a lasting impact on pop culture and brought the Las Vegas pawn industry into the mainstream, Harrison's departure signifies the conclusion of an era. His legacy will be remembered both for the show's meteoric rise to fame and for the controversies that ultimately cast a shadow over it. In conclusion, Rick Harrison's final goodbye forever may mark the end of a significant chapter in both his life and the Pawn Stars franchise. While the future of the show remains uncertain, its place in television history is secure. No matter what unfolds in the coming months or years, Rick Harrison's influence on reality television is undeniable. Whether he fades from the public eye completely or remains a figure in the industry in a different capacity, his time on Pawn Stars has left an indelible mark. Rick Harrison, co-founder of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop and star of the popular reality television series Pawn Stars, has experienced a series of personal and professional challenges that have significantly impacted his public persona. These developments not only mark a turning point for Harrison but also signal a shift in the broader landscape of reality television. Harrison's journey began in 1989 when he and his father, Richard the Old Man Harrison, established the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop in Las Vegas. The shop gained national attention with the debut of Pawn Stars on the History Channel in 2009, captivating audiences with its unique blend of family dynamics, quirky staff, and intriguing historical artifacts. Rick's straightforward demeanor and extensive knowledge of antiques made him a household name, propelling the show to significant success. Despite the show's popularity, Harrison's life has been marred by various controversies and personal struggles. One of the most publicized issues was a legal dispute with his mother, Joanne Harrison, who sued Rick over the ownership and finances of the pawn shop. Joanne alleged that she was manipulated into signing over her 51% stake in the business, leading to a contentious family feud that attracted considerable media attention. In addition to familial disputes, the Pawn Stars franchise faced scrutiny due to legal troubles involving key cast members. Austin Chumley Russell, a longtime employee and fan favorite, was arrested in 2016 after a police raid uncovered firearms and illegal substances in his home, although Chumley avoided jail time by agreeing to a plea deal that included counseling and probation. The incident cast a shadow over the show's reputation. The Harrison family also endured profound personal losses. Richard the Old Man Harrison passed away in 2018, marking the end of an era for the pawn shop and the show. More recently, Rick's son Adam Harrison died in January 2024 at the age of 39 due to a fentanyl overdose. Rick has openly discussed his grief and the daily pain of losing his son, reflecting on the challenges of dealing with a child's addiction and the profound impact of such a loss. These cumulative challenges have led to speculation about the future of Rick Harrison's career and the Pawn Stars franchise. The phrase "goodbye forever" has been used in media reports suggesting a possible end to Harrison's public career in reality television. While the specific circumstances remain uncertain, it is evident that Harrison's personal and professional life has reached a critical juncture, prompting discussions about the sustainability of long-running reality TV shows and the toll they take on their stars. In conclusion, Rick Harrison's journey from a Las Vegas pawn shop owner to a reality TV star has been marked by significant achievements and profound challenges. The recent developments in his personal and professional life highlight the complexities of public personas and the intricate dynamics of family-run businesses in the spotlight. As the Pawn Stars franchise faces an uncertain future, its legacy in the realm of reality television remains significant, reflecting both the allure and the pitfalls of fame. Rick Harrison's journey from co-founding the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop to becoming a household name through the reality TV show Pawn Stars has been marked by significant achievements and profound personal challenges. The recent news of his son's death and ongoing legal disputes have cast a shadow over his illustrious career, signaling a potential end to his public persona as we know it. Harrison's story began with the establishment of a modest pawn shop in Las Vegas, which, under his stewardship, evolved into the centerpiece of Pawn Stars, a reality television phenomenon that debuted in 2009 on the History Channel. The show captivated audiences by blending family dynamics, a quirky cast, and intriguing historical artifacts brought in by customers. Rick's straightforward demeanor and extensive knowledge of gold, silver, and antiques quickly made him the face of the show, earning him widespread recognition and success. Rick Harrison's journey has been one of resilience, determination, and success, but it has also been marred by legal issues and personal losses. His ability to turn a family pawn shop into a reality TV Empire was no small feat, however. Fame often brings scrutiny, and over the years, Harrison has faced his share of public and private battles. The legal dispute with his mother was just one of many struggles that put him in the spotlight for reasons unrelated to his business acumen. Accusations of financial mismanagement, along with questions about the authenticity of some of the items featured on Pawn Stars, led some fans to wonder if the show had strayed too far from its roots. Beyond legal troubles, Harrison has endured personal tragedies that have profoundly affected him. The passing of his father, Richard the Old Man Harrison, in 2018 was a significant loss. More recently, the tragic death of his son Adam Harrison due to a fentanyl overdose in January 2024 added to his pain. Losing a child is one of the most devastating experiences a person can face, and Rick has spoken openly about the grief and heartache that followed. These events may have contributed to his decision to step away from the public eye, as personal loss often prompts individuals to reassess their priorities. As Rick Harrison's career appears to be winding down, Pawn Stars may soon become a piece of television history rather than an ongoing show. While its legacy is secure, the weight of controversy, legal struggles, and personal hardship may ultimately define the latter part of Harrison's journey. Whether this is truly the end or simply a transition remains to be seen, but his impact on reality television is undeniable. Despite the show's popularity, Harrison's life has been fraught with controversies, legal battles, and personal struggles. One of the most publicized issues was the legal dispute with his mother, Joanne Harrison, over the ownership and finances of the pawn shop. In her lawsuit, Joan claimed that she was manipulated into signing over her 51% stake in the business, alleging that Rick took out a $3 million loan using her assets as collateral without her consent. This family feud not only strained personal relationships but also attracted public scrutiny, challenging the integrity of the Harrison family and their business practices. The challenges extended beyond family disputes. In January 2024, Rick faced an unimaginable personal tragedy with the death of his son, Adam Harrison, due to a fentanyl overdose. Adam had struggled with drug addiction for years, and despite multiple attempts at rehabilitation and interventions, he succumbed to his addiction at the age of 39. Rick has openly expressed his grief and the daily pain of losing his son, highlighting the profound impact this loss has had on him and his family. These personal and legal challenges have inevitably affected the Pawn Stars franchise. The authenticity of the items appraised on the show has been questioned, and the family's internal disputes have cast a shadow over the business's